Welcome back to Southern RV TV. I'm your host Barry, and today we've got a product from Rockwood that we rarely get to take video of because they sell so fast. This is the Geo Pro 19FD, and it is loaded with cool features. Let's check it out. So, the Rockwood Geo Pro fits into a segment of the RV industry, the small, lightweight, single-axle RVs that are built with overlanders and weekend adventurers in mind. They have maxed out this segment of our industry. And what I mean by that is this is by no means the cheapest off-road camper you're going to find, but it is one of the most kitted out ones. Right here at the front, we have an electric tongue jack. Something that we don't commonly see, which is two 20-pound tanks with a changeover valve. And then Rockwood's done something special here. They've given us a giant double battery box hiding in the back there. Another thing that's really cool, instead of just a standard fiberglass wrapped and radiused front, we have a full molded fiberglass front cap with an automotive grade windshield. That's beautiful. It looks great from the inside and from the out. Pushing around the corner, we notice that we're wired up for solar on the side. Now, that is just an addition to the already installed 190 watt solar panel that's on the roof that's tied to a 1,000-watt inverter. That's going to give you plenty of off-grid fun, but let's say you wanted to park in the shade, you can plug in another panel, drag it out, and catch some light. They've took full advantage of all the storage they could get in this unit by carving out all sorts of spots into the side body. And they've gone in and done things like this plastic enclosure just to really clean up and tidy up that space and keep you from losing things to crevices. Unlike a lot of our smaller trailers, this does have a pass-through storage that goes up under the front Murphy bed that's inside. At our entry, we have the aircraft style solid steps that come down to the ground with ease. They have a small click button that allows you to adjust the legs for uneven terrain. And on our door, we have a motorized programmable deadbolt lock. This is awesome because if you're taking a bike ride, going kayaking, doing something of that nature, you're going to be able to plug that in and it's going to bolt it. You don't have to think about your keys. Big, large grab handle. That's going to make getting in and out a breeze. We're sitting up on all-terrain tires with those beautiful rims that Rockwood provides. This is on a torsion Dexter axle, and it has a lift kit to it to give that trailer some extra height for going down the road. They haven't skipped on any amenities outside. They have the typical Rockwood rail system that we see, complete with a table, and we've optioned this with a Blackstone griddle. I love this because you don't have to use it with just the RV, and you can cook bacon and fish and other things out here without stinking up the inside of the camper. You've probably noticed we're under a massive exterior awning. This thing almost runs the full length of the camper, right? And it's electric, so it goes out at the touch of a button, and it's all lit up by an LED strip across the back side. This is equipped with an outside marine grade speaker, so you can blast your tunes out here if you're having a good time and having fun with friends. Again, more storage. If we look up in there, we see that this is equipped with water filtration as well, on board, already built in. On the back side of the camper, we notice that we have a ladder, and that's because this has a fully walkable roof, and we're 6-sided aluminum frame construction making that happen. Also back here, we have our cable and satellite ends, as well as our city water connections and the like. This is pre-wired for a backup camera, so that's a pretty simple aftermarket install that's easy to do. Let's jump up on that roof and check it out. So one of the first things we notice coming up onto this roof is this big Max Air vent cover. This thing's awesome because it's right over our bathroom vent, and it's going to allow that vent to stay open even in the rain thanks to its shape. All the air can come in through the backside, and it can really circulate air through the camper very efficiently. Next to that, we have our Wi-Fi Ranger. This is not only a Wi-Fi repeater and extender, but it also acts as your TV antenna as well. Pushing up forward on the roof, we have that 190 watt solar panel that we talked about earlier. This is linked to that 1000 watt inverter, which is going to give us tons and tons of off-grid fun. Let's go check out the back side of the camper. Here on the off-door or driver's side of the RV, Rockwood has stationed our dump center down low. So our outlet for our sewage and gray water holding tanks are right there. And right up above it, we have our 30 amp Shoreline connection. This is where our main power cord is going to plug in to power everything in the house if you're hooked up in a park. No matter how many times we see it industry-wide, this outside shower is always an awesome feature on any RV. It allows you to clean up at the end of the day and have more space than the shower that's inside. I don't think I mentioned it on the other side of the camper, but we have frameless windows here. Those look really classy going down the road. We have that pass-through storage that we saw from the other side. And one thing I don't think I mentioned over there is that all of our catches are magnetic. So we're not fooling with some silly little plastic latch and breaking it or messing it up. Again, more storage everywhere. They pushed it into this vehicle in every little spot they could find. Hiding in there, right now, we've got our power cord, our LP hose, and a handful of other parts and accessories that go with the camper. We've pretty well seen the outside. Let's go check out the inside. Here inside the Geo Pro 19FD, I'm sitting in what would be the front cap. Right across from the entry, I'm on this awesome jackknife sofa, which has so many more features than a standard sofa that we would see in this segment of RV. For one, it's got recliners. That's awesome. Two, it has this theater seating style center console with cup holders. This is all across from the TV. We'll take a look at that in just a minute here. But more importantly, and what I love about this model, is the use of space. It's 20 feet long, end to end. I'm talking frame and everything. And we have a load of space in here. And it's all thanks to the fact that we have a Murphy bed hiding in the front. Now, to get that Murphy bed out, we simply grab the handle at the bottom of our jackknife sofa, lift, and as we're doing it, notice that we have access to all of that pass-through storage that we saw outside earlier. That drops down. And we're going to quickly unlatch each side. This is just a safety feature to keep things from falling or moving going down the road. And guys, the bed is on a gas strut assist, so it's really easy to use. It doesn't take a lot of effort at all. It comes down, connects with the floor so it's nice and stable. It's easy to walk around. And one of the things I really want you to notice is that this is a one-piece bed. It's not split, it doesn't fold, it doesn't bend to get up in there. They've given us the straps to keep all of our bedding in place and pull it up and down. Now, like a lot of bedrooms on the market today, it has some similar features that we're going to see. We have these nice little nightstands on either side with power. Now that inverter that we talked about earlier, the switch for it is right over there on that side of the bed, and that's going to power every outlet on the camper, not just a dedicated one or two. On either side of the bed, we have hanging closets, and that's going to add to your storage as well. And then right here at the front of the camper, we have our main control panel. Now this is right where we come through the front door. It gives us access to lights, tank levels, all of our water pumps, things of that nature. It's also connected to LCI One control, which is going to allow you to have access to those lights and awnings and tank levels from your phone. That's a pretty slick feature. Now, I've harped on it before. I'm 6'3", yet I fit in here fine thanks to that vaulted ceiling that you see. I'm really close to this air conditioner, but I'm not hitting it. That's kind of awesome in and of itself. Our kitchen features plenty of space to work. We have a sink cover in the form of this grated cover, which reveals our single basin stainless steel sink, a Suburban 3-burner cooktop, and that has a glass cover on it. And that glass cover is just going to give us some more counter space when we close it. We do have the option of an oven. We've chosen not to bring it in that way because it takes away from storage in this vehicle. And in something this small, storage is everything. The dinette. Now, this is a small dinette, but hey, it's a small camper. It's designed for a couple of people, but more importantly, this table can unhook, come off of the pedestal, and drop down to form a bed by sliding the pads out over it. I love the fact that they've hooked it to the wall. It makes it nice and sturdy. Across from me, we have our fridge freezer combo. Now, this is actually quite large for this segment of RV. It's a Magic Chef 12-volt fridge and freezer. Has this cool little lock on it to keep it closed going down the road. And we have a microwave up top. We mentioned our Go Power solar outside. This is the control panel for that. Above it, we have the TV. Now, we noticed that this TV is directly across from the couch and the bed. Another thing that's special about it is that it's on a mount, so it swivels, and moreover, is 12 volt, so that we can run it off of the solar and the 12-volt battery system, and it has a DVD player built right into the side of it. Our head unit for controlling sound is right here. It has Bluetooth, and that's going to pump out sound to the interior speakers and that outside marine grade speaker that we saw earlier. Behind me, we have our bathroom. Now, this isn't a big trailer, but this is a decent sized bathroom. So what do we have in here? We have a foot flush toilet. We have a stainless steel sink with a medicine cabinet up above that has some decent depth to it for storage. The sink has cool little features like a toothbrush holder as well as a soap holder. And then there's a cabinet off to my right that has loads of storage that'd be great for towels and linens and any kind of overflow storage from the rest of the RV. The shower itself is pretty nice and large. They've even gone and put a skylight over it for tall guys like me to wash their hair with ease. They think about other things as well by giving us a little shower caddy on the wall to store our stuff, because let's face it, those little shower surround holders just don't really work. One last thing I'd like to point out about this bathroom is they didn't skimp on fan power. This max fan is really going to cycle some air through here with ease. Now guys, I really appreciate you joining us for the tour of the Geo Pro 19FD. This is a really great little unit, and we've got it in stock right now, maybe not for long, at Southern RV in McDonough, Georgia. Again, we thank you for being with us, and until next time, happy camping.